Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Staten Island Soccer Report, coming to you from the studios of CTV. Alongside me, as always, Frank Tricomi, and featured special guest today, Brian LaPiore. What's going on, guys?
Always a pleasure to be here, John.
Thanks for bringing me, John.
Brian, why are you on the show tonight? What's so special about this show tonight? What's going on?
Well, for everyone that's probably tuned in, this is your first show inside Studio A.
Right, exactly. The
You've been
three-headed
mostly in the
monsters on the
studio.
screen right now.
Yes,
right?
we are.
So what's so special about tonight's show? I think you want to make that announcement?
Yes, we do. We have your show has made contact with a team locally in Staten Island. It's a boys under 15 team from Silver Lake Academy, the Silver Lake Adriatic.
Right. So we're dedicating this show tonight to the Silver Lake Adriatics U15 boys team. Frank.
I think that's the first time ever for this show where we've actually dedicated a whole show to an entire team.
An entire team. I was going to say club, but it's not a club.
Yeah.
It's just a team, right? Okay. All right. You know what? That being said, I think we should just get the boys in. I know they're anxious to get in.
Yeah.
For that, we're going to go to Jamie Hickson. He's going to announce the players one at a time, coaching staff and players. So take it away, Jamie.
Thank you, John. Ladies and gentlemen, the Silver Lake Adriatic Soccer Club. Let's first start off with the head coaches, Christian Cuba and Alex Cuba.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And now for the lineups. On defense, number 2, Ian Blue. Tending goal, number 1, Christian Carucci. On defense, number 7, Marco Denaro. At midfield, number 99, Brandon Garcia. On defense, number 15, Josman Garcia. Also on defense, number 12, Christopher Hernandez. And number 98, Arby Moreira. At forward, number 25, Vincent Paschenko. At midfield, number 5, Michael Quintero. And number 19, Randy Jordan Reyes. At the forward, number 9, Mark Schnadstein. At the midfield spot, number 22, Matthew Siebel. Number 6, Nathaniel Sosonkin. And number 3, Jonathan Villamar. On defense, number 34, Edmund Wong. And introducing the captains. At midfield, number 4, Thomas DeChico. On defense, number 24, Jem Gungor. At midfield, number 11, Ryan Lehman. And at forward, number 10, Paul Lewis.
Luis Calvo.
And number 8, Luis Calvo.
Wow, I gotta tell you, man, that was exciting, right? What do you think, guys? Yeah? First time on a TV show? Yes, sir. Wow, all right. So, right here, we'll get right into, you know what, we'll start with the coaches in the back. I think there's a mic back there, right? You guys have a mic? Guys, just give us a little background, how you guys started with coaching. We'll start with that.
Sure. Me personally, I grew up on Staten Island playing soccer for Silver Lake, actually. All my life, I grew up here playing. I went to Monsignor Farrell High School.
Nice.
Ended up getting great coaches on my side and getting great training. Ended up at a Division I school on a full athletic scholarship, St. Peter's College in Jersey City. And then after that, I went about 2 years of just playing. And then I was fortunate enough to get beside my brother here at Downtown United Soccer Club and be his assistant coach for 2 years. And then fortunately for me, St. Francis College in Brooklyn came knocking on my door, and right there I was thrusted into the coaching limelight. I was put on a Division I squad as an assistant coach, very young, and I haven't looked back yet.
That's great. That's great. Now it's time to just give back a little, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it, give them back. That's the
Everybody
best,
give a round of applause for
that's the best part. You can pass the mic over to, that's the, oh yeah, just stand up.
Okay,
Want him to
well,
come over a little?
I've been playing this game for about 30 years. I'm 33 right now, so I started very young. I've been coaching for about 13 years. I've also grew up, I grew up on Staten Island. I played on Staten Island. I basically did everything that Christian did, exact same places except for St. Francis. I was, I've been coaching in a club in the city of Downtown United, and I'm fortunate enough to meet these boys about a year and a half ago, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, just keep it up to you, that's all.
I remember the first time I went to coach him one day. I went to cover his tournament, and I fell in love with the boys that day. This group of boys have a strong desire not only to be great, but to improve every single time they touch the field. So it's a pleasure to have these boys and have them under my tutelage.
Just one question, and this, I guess you could go for both you guys. What is it about this game that you love? What brings you to the field, to practice? What pushes you?
To me, it's simple. There are no worries when you step onto a soccer field. Doesn't matter what happened in your life. Every time you go into that field, it's just a beautiful game. You're touching the ball. I love it.
It's great. I feel the same way. All right. Anything? What brings you? The same question. Same thing.
It's honestly,
What is it about this game?
it's growing up, especially with basically the same mind as my brother here. It's everything we stepped on the soccer field. There was no question. It was everything else went away. You worried about the game. You did what you had to do. You were there with your teammates. You won and lost with your family, with your friends, and it's something you don't see, every day in just every life. It's very special. Being able to have the abilities that you do, and possibly make it a career out of something that you started with just playing with your friends. I think it's an amazing game. It's a beautiful game.
That'd
of
be
soccer,
great. That'd be great, making it a career. That'd
Absolutely.
definitely be great. All right. Yeah, round of applause, guys. All right, we're going to pass it along to Frankie here. Frankie has a couple of questions for you guys.
Yeah, just obviously start with the name, the Adriatic. How did the team get their name?
Well, back when the team was being formed, it was fitting actually because we had so many different nationalities that actually ended up being around the Adriatic Sea. So that's how it came together. A good friend of mine that started coaching them when they were younger, Tommy Bistri, actually was also a Croatian of descent, and it all came together, everybody. And it's funny how it evolved throughout the years because we kept the same type of nationalities and everybody from all different types of ways of life, and that's how we ended up with that name, the Silver Lake Adriatic, because we're just all from different nationalities, all different ways of life.
Now, you just brought up another question that I had.
Yeah.
How did the two of you, or you specifically, take over the team?
Oh, well, when I came back to Staten Island as a coach, I was really coaching everywhere. I was just doing some training on different levels, different clubs, and Tom Bistri, as I mentioned, my friend, I actually grew up playing with him as well, and we went to college together. He was already on the island, and he was coaching Silver Lake with his father was a part of Silver Lake, and he ended up with these boys. And then I believe they were transferred to my father, fortunately enough, for about 3 years. And after 3 years of him taking them and making them magically technical, I was fortunate enough to inherit them on the late 2011 and then 2012 when we really started getting together. And again, I'm fortunate enough to my father, one of the best coaches I've ever known, has blessed these boys with some technical abilities from a young age. And I can't tell you how that's like as a coach to come to a team where that developmental process is already almost 80% done, you know.
Okay,
So
that's the best
it's a beautiful. It was a great spot to step into, and I owe it all to those who came before me, and my father and Tommy and everybody, and these boys obviously working hard on their technical abilities. So that's how I ended up being the leader here.
Now, the next question, we don't want to leave Alex out over here. How long have you been with the team? Did it coincide? Did you guys come together? Did you join afterwards? Were you there before?
I came in a little bit later.
Okay.
My father, like you said, my father was coaching them, and I was aware that he was coaching them. I came to see them play a couple times, and then it transferred over to my brother. So I was curious. I wanted to see how they were doing. And one day, early, like I said, he needed me to substitute for him because he couldn't make a tournament. I said, sure, no problem. I've seen these boys play. I think I can do this. And so I used my experience coaching. I said, okay, let's see. I went to the tournament, and the minute I saw these guys play and their desire, their hunger, they were just fun to watch. It was great, and I said, you know what, I got to stick around. I can't wait to see what comes out of these boys. So it was instant chemistry between me and these boys.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if anyone from the team could answer this, maybe better than you guys. How long has the team been together, and are the original members still on it, or are there any founding?
Yeah, there's actually, I believe, 3 or 4 guys that have been on this squad since the beginning. I believe Ryan, you were one of them, right? Correct? Ryan, Thomas, Marco, as well. Yes, you can say yes, guys. Yeah. Why don't you guys
Stand
tell
up.
us? Stand up, gentlemen. Stand up. Stand
Original
up, stand
4,
up.
is it original 4?
There you go.
Original
That's
3.
it, right?
3.
Just you 3.
And
Alright.
what year did you guys start? How long have you been?
Probably around 2008.
2008.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit earlier.
Guys, there should be a microphone there. Yeah.
So you guys started around what, like U8?
Yeah, I started playing soccer when I was 7 years old,
Okay.
and that's when I met them.
Okay. All right, Brian.
Well, I was also the same as Ryan. Me and him played before a little, and then we came in 2008 with the Silver Lake Adriatic team.
Okay, we got one more. There should be a mic there, yeah.
I also played with Ryan and Tommy on a team before this, and we all came here together at the same time at the start of this team.
Same question for you while you're standing. What is it about this game that you love?
The thing I love about this game is just being together with all my friends, and just I love playing the game. I love how the game is and just everything about it.
All right, Brian, any questions? What do you got? What do you got lined up here? Nothing yet.
Did you guys start with travel? Did you play rec first? Are you guys from the same, like, couple of rec teams? Obviously, you're all not from the same team.
Where did the rest of the team start from? Like, what teams did you guys play before you hit travel?
Is there any?
Guys?
I know a few.
John-
You
yeah,
started
yeah,
with
anyone.
Richmond Town.
With a mic.
Well, then we put like rec, like for
Yeah.
the old team, and then we put like with different travel teams as well.
Okay. So it's kind of like a mix. Like,
It's mixed.
I know.
Well, like we came from different teams as well.
Okay.
I know. Jonathan used to play rec for a while. We should speak about that.
Is there a majority, or it's just, like you said, a mix of?
Jonathan used to play rec soccer actually when he started. So
Oh yeah, so basically like he just got into rec soccer and then he really progressed and like learned the game but like that's not really like where you progress and learn.
Yeah.
You kind of get better once you get into travel soccer.
Just watch the-
Also.
So you just took it to the next level, you went to travel. All right, that's good. Anybody else?
Guys? Jem, go ahead.
I mean, I started rec soccer when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and then I played for Brooklyn Italians for a couple of years. Then I moved to Staten United, and now I'm here.
All right, excellent, good job. So, you see, you guys' season started, right?
Yes, sir.
What's, how you guys doing so far this year?
It's a record 2-1
So-
so far? Yeah. 2-1 so far. It's a brand new, actually, league that we're entering this year that's new for us. It's EDP league, and it's actually great competition. It's amazing. Well, we were fortunate enough to actually take a trip to the Nationals last year in Colorado last summer, and we saw a quality of soccer that you don't see every day, you know, and it took us by surprise, to say the least.
Isn't
and,
that what you want? You
yeah,
want
exactly,
that, right? You want
exactly.
that,
That's
right?
exactly what you want.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I try to tell these boys, to.
You're gonna get better by playing better, right?
Exactly, and you gotta be around the teams that really work their butts off and get to that level. And I try to tell these boys, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift.
Exactly.
And,
Now, how many keepers do you have? I only see one here.
Yeah, well,
Hey.
it's a tricky situation to say because
Switch shirts around?
Yeah.
Is that it? All right,
yeah,
that's fine.
basically. But Christian Carucci, actually, why don't you go ahead and tell him your story, Chris?
Well, of course, I started playing rec when I was, 6, 7. And then I moved on to Staten Island United for a year with Ryan, Tommy, and Marco. And then we all came here at Silver Lake.
Just curious, why the switch from United to Silver Lake? I mean,
It just happened. Tom Bistre, he carried the
okay,
team
that's
from Staten Island United
All right.
to Silver Lake. And then I actually left the team to go play in the development academy with Gauchi. And I came back because I
Okay.
loved it here so much. I love the
yeah, well,
environment.
that's what I played keeper my whole life, so.
Yeah.
We're good.
It's fun.
Yeah, I love it. I love it too.
You know, you're a little partial, John.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very partial to keepers. I love them. It's good. Gigi Buffon, who's your bet? What keeper do you look up to?
Neuer.
Okay, not bad. All right, Brian. Nothing. Okay, so Frank, go ahead. What are we up to? All right, we're gonna introduce. I think Lisa has something for us, right?
Okay.
She wants. We're gonna bring up Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah, go ahead. You can bring her up. Introduce her. We're gonna bring up Lisa. Just go to one of the mics there. One of the microphones there. One of the microphones.
We're going to bring up Lisa Blue, representing the team's website.
We have a microphone right here for her.
Hi, I just wanted to speak about the efforts we have about promoting our team. We have a website, which is www.gofundme.com/42YLZW. It's a little complicated, but that's just the nature of the beast. We're hoping to take the boys to the next level, which would be international tournaments. So we're really looking to get our name out there and do what we can.
All right,
Very
that's
excited
great.
about
Great
it.
stuff.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. All right.
I just want to mention one more person in this whole equation for this team.
Yeah,
who-
that's not up here right now, right?
Who, when I understand,
Yeah, he does it all. He puts it all together. How could he not want to? We got to get him up here, right, guys? Guys, can we get him up here? Can we get him up here? Come on, Vinny. Vinny, just say hello real quick. Vinny.
just for a minute. You don't even get to look at the camera, Vinny.
I will.
Thanks for getting these guys
Welcome
down
to
here.
the show, Vinny.
Thank you.
Vinny DeChico?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes, it is.
Vinny's the man behind the scenes here, puts everything together. Go ahead, Vin.
Well, basically, like he said, I try to do as much as I could behind the scenes. Get the kids to, from the games. Every time they get injured, I take care of them. Every time they miss a game, I want to know why. I get them to these cable shows like this, anything that the team needs, basically, I'm right behind them. Sitting in the back, I didn't expect it to be up here. But
We had to get you. I'm
they
sorry,
had to
Vin.
get me.
I'm sorry.
So-
Vin, one question for you
Sure.
before you sit down. What drives you to do what you do? What where do you get that from? What?
You know, I say that to myself all the time. 10 years, I'm still trying to
10
figure
years.
it out, but
All right.
it's got to be something
Gotta be
with
something,
the
yeah.
kids and the game.
It's the
and-
love for the game and the kids,
And the
right?
kids, yeah,
I
it's
think
all
that's-
about the
yeah,
kids.
That's what I say. Okay.
You know,
All right.
everybody always says it, but I really mean it. It's about the kids.
All right. Very good.
All right, thank you,
Thank
Vinny.
you, Vin. All right. I think-
Again, excuse me one second, John. I just have to apologize to Vinny. My intention was just to mention your name, but
I had to bring him
John
up there.
next to me,
I
of
always
course,
go the
insisted
extra.
on going that extra mile.
We're always doing
My
that.
apologies for that. If
All right, you know what? I think we have some pictures. If the control room, they brought along some photos, right? If the control room could
Yes,
put
I
up some of the
believe so.
pictures up, and we also have a little clip that they brought. So, see what we got.
Oh.
All right, one of the coaches, if maybe you guys want to explain where this photo was taken.
Yeah,
looks like a while ago.
that is a long time ago.
All right.
Looks like
All right,
most
it's one
of
of
these
the
players are smaller than you guys.
2008. Where is
Is that a referee?
Thanksgiving tournament.
There's two of them.
Randy, you know what? You know what it is? It's a Thanksgiving tournament at
Okay.
Miller Field.
We got another photo.
2008. Oh wow.
Yeah, this is
the
going
original
back.
Virginian.
All right.
There you go. Look at that is yep. Long
one.
Island. There's Zoran. That's Tommy Beastry's father on the right.
Different
He used to
jerseys, right?
coach as well. Yeah, Silver Lake used to be green.
Okay.
It's a long time ago. Columbus tournament. Also, Mr. Beastry up top. Tommy's father, Beastry up top.
This is what you 7, 8
In 2009. How old
7,
are you
8.
guys in 2009?
anymore?
You're 10.
There
You're
we go.
10. And yep, and there's my dad on the left, Mr. Carucci down the middle, infamous on the right. And this was
Yeah, this is
2010.
when they were younger, definitely.
You guys still look very,
All right,
very
if the
young.
control room could throw in the video clip. All right, while they're getting that ready.
Amazing. All through the years, you guys have not changed. Except
All right, here we go.
the height.
All right, let's just take a look at this here.
All right, we're back.
Great clip, guys.
Great clip, guys. Now that we've just seen that clip from you guys at Miller Field, I think now would be a great time to have a drill right here in front of everybody here at
What do you mean have a drill?
CTV.
Wait, what do you mean have a drill?
Brian, do you got a ball?
I think
You
we
happen?
do. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
right here.
Brian just happens to have a ball. So,
All right, let's see. Let's see some skill here, guys. Let's
We need two. So what we need? 2 players or?
2 players. Yeah, 2 players.
2 players. All right.
oh, we got 2 volunteers.
All right. Okay. So, should I give you guys the ball or?
Well, don't act like a referee, Brian.
All right, Brian.
You'll need a whole nother uniform.
All right, so what are we gonna do here first? This way we. You're gonna juggle? All right. Go ahead. No hands, guys. No hands. No hands. Nice.
It's all right.
Luis, what do you got? You know those are sprints every time you touch it with your hand.
Head. All right, so we're not into the lights. All right.
Watch the line.
All right, let's see. Let's get 2 more guys up. Let's get 2 more guys. 2 different guys.
Do a demonstration. Do a demonstration.
We're in the 3rd person over here, guys. You know, I used to be able to do that. I just forgot. Might have been a dream, though. Nah, I couldn't even get the controller right to do that on there either.
Some good footwork, see?
Oh!
Yeah. If they want. Anybody else want to get up?
Harvey wants to get up. Come on, Harvey. He's from Columbia. Oh, Steve. I know Steve. Nathan? Come on, Steve. Steve, yeah.
All right.
Don't let it drop. Don't let it
That's it. How many laps is that, Coach? How many laps?
It's at least 10 each time. You got to play out. Oh, Jetty. See, everybody's ready at all times. Yeah, I see. Touch, don't break the towel.
All right, good job.
Two-touch game.
Now we got some action here.
Yep. They're getting into it now.
Who's losing? Who's the first one? Oh, no headers. No headers allowed.
All right, guys. Good job, guys.
All right, great job, guys. I gotta say
that ball belongs to them anyhow.
All right. That was just a little bit better than the 3 of us could have done.
Speak for yourselves.
Only slightly. Only slightly. Only
Yourself
slightly.
there. Hold on a second. All right, guys. You know what? Let's talk about these 2, the silverware we have up here.
Yeah,
Let's,
absolutely.
I guess one of the coaches or even the players. You guys feel free. You have a microphone there.
Yeah, the one on the far right, the Lou Ramos Classic, I brought that one down because that's significant to me. It was actually my first tournament. No, the other one. The other
one? Silver one.
The other one is, it was my first tournament win with the boys, and it was actually on the weekend of my my birthday. And, yeah, it was.
Nice birthday gift.
Before the tournament started that I wanted it, and I tell you, we played an amazing tournament, amazing, and we ended up winning the final 3-1. The other team was so frustrated; they ended up with a red card, and things got out of hand, and we ended up taking home the silverware on my birthday weekend. It was one of the most memorable weekends, honestly, of my coaching career because
Where was this tournament? Where did it take place?
Lou Ramos Classic. Do you guys remember?
No.
Pennsylvania.
On PA?
Pennsylvania, yep, in Pennsylvania. And I just remember really stepping back after that tournament and saying, wow, I have amazing talent in my hands, and you know, we could be big next couple of years. It was just, it threw me back because it's not something you see every day where you can come onto a team and see such potential and such love and such want for the game. It's been a blessing for me ever since that trophy.
Yeah, you guys just displayed some talent right here. You know what I'd like to say?
I have a question, really.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach Christian.
Sure.
Where in Pennsylvania did you guys play the game?
Poconos.
Do you remember what city?
To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure what city it was. Vin,
Was it
do you have any
northern or
idea?
southern
Lou
Pennsylvania?
Ramos Classic? I'm not 100% sure. Poconos? Was it the Poconos? It might have been the Poconos.
Okay.
Might have been. I'm not 100% sure.
We got one more. We got to go.
And yes, the other one. Again, that video, that clip that you just saw, the full video is long, and that's actually the regional final. I know it looks like Millerfield, and it looks that video looks like Millerfield, but it was our regional tournament right there that advanced us to nationals. It was an amazing weekend. It was we were the first team to ever advance to the national stage from a regional tournament, and I remember just going to that tournament again. We started seeing talent that you don't necessarily see in the tri-state area, or the teams that you might play here and there, where you see a great team and then you won't see another one for a little while. At this tournament, everybody was on point. Everybody had great skill. Everybody had great size, and we came in and nobody expected much from us, and we completely just we played our hearts out. And especially that regional final, that clip, I'll never forget it. It was one of the greatest games I've ever seen this bunch of guys play together. And I remember specifically, actually, that our center forward / center back, Mark, number 9, actually, to me, won that game for us because I played him at center back, which sometimes he doesn't like to play, but I still think he was born to. His athleticism and his speed and his tenacity, and he shut down absolutely everybody on the field.
Can we have number 9 stand up, please?
Yes.
Number 9. There we go.
Give him a microphone.
You know what? Why don't we just have number 9 go up against the keeper? Let's see if he can pull him past him. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that real quick?
Who's taller?
You want to do another drill?
Yeah, let's do a drill here. Let's see.
Right?
Just take a shot on him, an easy shot. Go easy, all right?
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go out
Yeah,
there.
guys,
Go
come on up.
They're serious.
Go up there.
Go ahead. Blast it. Crucci, you got
Just
this.
go, just easy
save it.
shot.
Mark is erratic sometimes.
Okay, just go through emotion. Just go through the motion, that's all. Just go through the motion. Yeah, just,
Back it up. Back it up. No. Shoot at the curtain. Don't blast it. Don't blast it.
no, no diving. Go easy, that's it.
There you go. Look at that technique. Give him a couple more. Well, that game was amazing. I remember it was raining,
Good. Yeah,
it was
it's
wet, it was rough, and
Good job.
we
So
ended
you
up
can't
winning
score against
2-0.
this keeper? See that?
2-1, yes. We ended up winning 2-1 because of Mark's phenomenal play and 2 beautiful goals from our forward, number 25 right here.
All right.
Vinny
All
Fichenko.
right, guys, thank you.
And not to be lost in it, both goals were fed by Randy Reyes over here in the midfield. So.
Randy.
But that's just, again, that was the culmination of what we've been working for and everything we had really put our time into. And the boys, I remember winning it. It was like the World Cup. It was,
definitely.
we threw
Yeah,
our
I know
hands
the
in. It
feeling.
was amazing. It was one of the greatest moments of my life in general. It was beautiful.
So what do you do? I'm going to ask you about a strategy now. You're down 1-0 with about 5 minutes to go in a game that you got to have.
Me?
Yeah, what's the strategy there?
See, I usually and normally play with 4 defenders. At that point, I drop my strongest 3, and then I push one of my center backs up top. Absolutely. I either replace one of my center backs with another attacking player that I can use, or I tell my center mids to just be a part of the forward line and let's get forward. You know.
So any who's the leading goal scorer here? I would say the past few years. I know it's a team game, but there's got to be someone that's leading, right? In goals, say the last 3 years.
Okay, to be realistic, yes, absolutely.
It's definitely.
It's been from the start that one of our players has really carried the team on his shoulders when it comes in regards to goals. When it comes to a younger age and coming up, he's had a little more of a supporting cast these past couple of years, but he's been consistent and he's just
who's that?
Magically technical on the field. That's number 10, Paul.
Number 10. I don't know. I had a funny feeling. About that. That's good. Keep up the good work, man.
Yeah.
All right.
They like to underestimate him because of his size, and then when he's blown by them and scoring goals, he just comes back and says, "See you later."
Right.
And that's beautiful.
Well, all right. Now on the flip side, defending wise, like who's your shutdown? Do you have one particular guy or a tandem?
Well, my 2 amazing center backs right now are actually complete shutdown defenders, and I'll absolutely point them out. That's Eddie and Jem, number 24 and number 30. But that's not to be lost because I have an amazing back 4, back 5 with Marco De Niro, Harvey, number 90 as well, and Ian Blue, and everybody that really plays back there. Just they know that when they come to play that they're coming for hunger. They're coming to really lay the Lord down.
Well, if you're facing another team and you know they got a top goal scorer, you want to have him shadowed, right? You shadow, you mark him, you put a guy on him, and that's it. That's his job the whole game. Who is it? Who is it?
If I see someone that stand out as shit, it'll be my number 9.
Oh, really?
It'll be Mark. Mark
Really?
he can shut down.
So who's going to put the ball in the net if he's back defending? Who's going to score?
Luckily, yeah.
So now I know your strategy.
We got
now.
number 25. We got number 8 up there as well, Luis Cava. We have a lot of potential. We have
how far is this team? How far can this team go? Where
where
are we going? How far are we
is the
going?
limit. We've been on the national stage last year, and we have only gotten stronger since then. So like my brother said, sky's the limit. Especially this year. Pedal to the metal. I want these boys to get the farthest they could possibly imagine.
You guys are 2-1 this season.
Yes,
right?
so far, absolutely.
Early, right? How many games you guys play?
Total
for the season.
I want to say, close to 18. 18.
Yeah,
18
that's
games.
A lot. That's a lot of
18
soccer.
games.
Yeah. How many times a week you guys practice?
3 times a week.
3 times.
That's
good.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
That's really good.
I believe you. You got to keep a consistent at least.
Yeah. Listen, I
schedule.
coach a U7 girls team 3 times a week practice, so I know all about it. U7.
There you go. That's how they end up at this level.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how
parents
they
they hate me, but.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It's about
another
the
practice and the rain. 7 years old. Hey.
I was just actually speaking about.
Are you
that.
here? Listen, I'm not a babysitter.
Exactly.
We're here to play. I'm going to teach, or want a babysitter.
Go to daycare.
So anyhow, so 3 times a week, you guys are 2-1. Who'd you lose to? What happened to that game? In that game?
That's tough.
Hey, listen, we all lose.
No. I'll tell you why.
You got to take the winning and the losing.
There's a little bit of a history to the team that we actually.
Wait, just
lost.
blame the referee. That's all.
Yeah, that too.
He's a referee, so.
It's always a ref. It's always a ref's fault. But the team we lost to was Lake Grove, actually, and we have a little history with them because last year I actually believe that we had the talent to win the state cup, the New York State Cup, and we drove Lake Grove first. We drew them first, and we were actually winning that game 3-0, and they came back to beat us 4-3.
3-0, 1 point in the game. How much? At half?
At half, it was 3-0. They
Yeah,
ended
so you
up.
got to bury that game.
Yeah,
That's your,
yeah.
all right.
No,
But you're going to learn from
and I
it.
tell these boys every day, to be honest, that was my inexperience as a coach.
Yeah, you gotta-
not dropping somebody earlier or not seeing what was going on, and they ended up making it to the finals of the state cup, and they lost in the finals. But again, it's a bit of a soft spot to you. When a team has a mental edge over you, it's kind of like a hump that you got to push yourself over.
Right.
And
Gotcha.
yeah, we were a little banged up when we saw them this year. We had guys sick, guys injured, but it's just.
You're going to play them again?
Yeah, we're going to.
You're going to play them again? You got them on the schedule?
Yes, absolutely. We're
Well,
gonna see them
you got to take positives. I'm sure you did, right? Out of that, what was the
Yeah.
final? 3? What was the final? You said you were up 3-0. What was the final?
4-3.
4-3.
Mhm.
What positive? What'd you take out of the game?
Well,
on the positive.
Well, like I said, I realized that as a coach, it was my pride that I wanted to keep going to goal and keep scoring and
Yeah.
maybe sometimes pulling it back and knowing how to finish a game and taking back when knowing the signs and you're seeing your team starting to maybe tone down a little bit, how to fire them up. You know, everything humbles you and it makes you hungrier when you're almost there and you just miss it and
Yeah.
you got one more year to bring it back and it just makes you train harder and it makes you want it more. So it's something. It's an experience to take out of it.
How's this team built? Is this team built to score goals? I mean, is it a scoring machine, or is it a team that if you have the lead, you got to protect?
Well, to me, I like to coach where you can basically change every game and you can change your style every game. You know, I try to tell these boys, for example, a Real Madrid or a Barcelona, I try to make it so that they're able to play either game, a possession game or a counterattacking game.
Show them a couple of clips from the Italian national team. That's it.
All right.
They'll never score. They'll score a goal and they'll hold the ball.
They'll
the whole
hold the
game.
ball and they'll
Simon
hold
John,
on to it.
I want to break in.
All right, so hold on. Let him finish
Okay.
up. Go ahead.
But yeah, I try to make it so they understand that this team is built to basically adapt to each game. So not any game is not any two games in soccer are identical.
Right.
You know, so I make it so they possess with a purpose. You know, they can be deadly and they can calm it down. They can lull you to sleep and then they can attack.
Exactly. And then get you. Okay, I think Brian has a question finally.
Yes, I do. I actually want to pass it over to our announcer, Jamie Hickson. He is the host producer of the live program every Monday night in the bleachers. Jamie Hickson, do you have any questions for the team?
I do. I actually have questions for both of the coaches.
Okay.
Did you have any role models in the game? And if so, who were they?
Me growing up, it started at Pele because my father actually had a training tape that Pele used to put out when we were younger. And my brother will attest to this. I think I've watched that tape 100 times a day. He made us absolutely memorize that tape, his training moves, the way he would train, timing headers, dribbling, and I just grew up with a love for the game through Pele's soccer tape, and just knowing that he was amazing. And then, of course, Maradona came into the light, and he was a short, sort of stockier guy with amazing skill, which is exactly who I was when I was younger. Short, stockier guy with skill, and it just evolved from there. Those are two of my main influences with soccer.
Well, being the older brother, I'm basically the same exact thing. My father was a huge fan of the sport, a tremendous fan of the sport. He played it for a long time, and he played at very high levels in Peru. So he constantly taught us, okay, you have to enjoy the history of the sport. He taught us about the great players of the past, Johan Cruyff, the Beckenbauers, the Pelés, the Maradonas. So we grew up watching videos of all those. Those were all my role models. I try to take a little bit out of each one of their games. I can't say I copy any of them, but I tried. That's for sure.
That's it. That's all you can do is try.
And yeah, nowadays these boys are spoiled where they have role models left and right. You have the Ronaldos, the Messis. You go to Barcelona, you can pick up 5 different role models right there. You go to the Italian league, you got another You go to Milan, there's 5 players on that team you can pick.
Super Mario?
Super
Anybody
Mario.
like Super Mario here? I think you know what? I think we got control when we have a clip on Mario. I think we could throw that Mario clip on. I think we have something. Maybe, yeah, I think he's just a monster player, that guy.
Or Robinho, or Kaká.
Well, Kaká's passed. His time is past, right?
He's
Watch this, guys. There you go. Watch this shot, guys. All right, but listen, the most important part of that, no reaction out of him, right? No reaction. That's important.
He's learning, that's for sure.
Just act like you've been there. That's it. If this guy's head is on right, he could be the best in the world. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Right in the corner. Now, there's no keeper in the world that's going to stop that. Sorry. I think that's it. Well, Milan's having a bad season anyway. Yeah, they're not having a good season at all this year. But
Now I got another question for you guys. Like, what is I know there's no off season when it comes to this level, but what does a typical season look like as far as the season, cup games, and all that sorts of good stuff?
Well, the truth of the matter is, there's no two seasons that are alike because the way the leagues we play in, the tournaments we play in, it depends on how you do. Like for instance, State Cup last year they lost first round, so that tournament actually was finished. This year we plan on going all the way, taking the State Cup and going to the end. So obviously that season's going to last a little longer. They're playing in EDP, which is a Premier League, playing against the top talent. Again, hoping to win that one as well.
So when do you start? Like when does the, season
September.
start? Or
Everything starts September and ends in July.
July.
Roughly around July, depends on, like I said, depends on the actual results.
depends how far you go. Yeah.
So that's like the longest it would be, which is where you obviously hoping.
You get a month to enjoy off from soccer.
Okay.
It's about
So there's a month where there's
August. August is about your 1 month.
no practice or no games.
Kids
Just
usually go to camps,
Okay.
things like that, and so that's where that ends up. Kids either go on vacation or, like I said, there's soccer camps. And then these kids always go.
Okay, so-
That's the time.
The mic, yeah.
okay, so they get a month off basically.
All right, coaches, I think we're going to send it right back to Jamie.
The demonstration that we saw earlier, very, very impressive. We've seen that from the pros more often than not. Do tricks like that get taught to you guys, or is that something that you learn for yourselves?
Guys, go ahead. Go ahead. Grab the mic and talk. Hold it. Randy, go ahead.
Well, I don't think we just, like anybody teaches us, you should be humble yourself to learn, I guess, anything you want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's the way to actually do what you want to do.
Do you have a favorite player?
Yeah, he's not really like great anymore, but it was Ronaldinho.
It's a good choice right there.
All right.
Anybody else? Paul?
Okay, Frank.
Paul? Trick these kids on the team.
Go ahead.
My favorite player was, I like Ronaldo right now. That's the way he plays his tricks and how he cuts kids up on the field.
That's it?
Anybody else? Steve?
All right, Frank.
Yeah, man. Favorite player? What's all your new moves?
My favorite player is Ribery, because he's on the outside like me, and he's fast. So.
Where does he play? Who's your favorite
FC
player?
Bayern Munich.
Oh,
Ribery.
Munich, okay.
Frank Ribery, hustler.
Just
All
like
right, go ahead,
Sable.
Frank.
Now you guys seem like you're obviously very immersed in this, playing it 11 months a year. Do any of you or all of you play high school ball, and how do you fit that in with a busy schedule, practicing 3 days a week with this team as well? Do you go to the other practices? Do you?
They're poking fun of the only 8th grader on the team. Yeah. High school, listen. High school's tricky. High school's tricky because I try to tell these boys, you know, high school, the caliber of high school, especially on Staten Island, is not necessarily always the sharpest, to say the least. And me, I've been a Division I college coach for 7 years, and my goal when I coach is to have these kids to go on to the next level. And it's not easy to play a high school season and have that prepare you for a college level, because the disparity between the sizes of the players, the skill, the intensity, everything is just, it's such a big difference that it's not easy to choose whether you do your travel or you do your high school. And I tell these kids, I was fortunate enough to go and play at high school because my whole travel team basically came to Farrell when I played, which was amazing, including the coach, which is phenomenal, unheard of. We had 4 years of basically travel practice at high school, which was beautiful, and it's a rare thing to have, and it was great. It was one of the greatest times of my life. So I tell these boys, you know, do what you have to do. I know playing for your high school, playing for pride is something that only lasts a limited amount of time in your life. So I let them go do their thing through high school, and then they reconvene to me as soon as that's done. And if I could have both, I would. But I'm not trying to burn them out. It's impossible. You know, it is what it is. We did to deal with it.
Now it does conflict, or I'm assuming.
Yeah, it
for a few months. High school's only what, the fall?
Yeah, it's the fall. Yeah. It's the fall, but a lot of it has to do with I would say regression as a team, and maybe as tendencies. You start to build sort of different habits when you're in a high school soccer game.
Okay.
Kids don't pressure you as quickly, or you make a play and it doesn't continue the way you want it to because your teammates are not on what level, and it's a little bit of difference. It's more of you pick up certain habits that I spend a month or two trying to erase. So.
All right, now. What if? How do you recruit? Do you recruit anybody? Like, what if you have you need a player?
I mean,
if you lose some plays, like if maybe someone loses interest, doesn't want to play anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I like to try and keep a roster spot open as much as possible, because who knows, one day you're walking down the street, you see the next one.
You hear it all the time.
Exactly, you never know.
You hear it all the time.
He doesn't have a team, or he wants to play. But from us, it's been really word of mouth, and our success has gotten out, and the kids are just, they're knocking on the door.
Have you had anybody that just dropped off, they want to play, say they just want to switch sports? You hear a lot, like 16, 17, 18-year-old kids now, they want to play basketball.
Yeah.
Like their friends say soccer is like, I know I'm not going to say the word, but soccer is a blank sport, and
yeah. I mean, I
get
understand.
that?
I know that mentality. I've seen it a couple times, but fortunately, for these boys, it's never a question. Especially when it comes to my coaching, my training, I make it a point to build a love for the game, so that when you step off my practice field, you just want to play more.
Right.
So, thankfully, that hasn't happened to me yet. So.
And it's definitely not anything but a great sport, soccer. That's for sure. Brian.
Yeah, just a curiosity. Does anybody play a sport without using any hands? I blew that one, actually. No, actually with hands. Like, in other words, let's say, has anyone played billiards?
What? Billiards.
Yeah.
Billiards, yeah.
Pool.
Okay.
Anybody play any other sport?
Basketball, let's say, for example, where
Does
you're doing the
anybody play
exact
volleyball?
opposite.
Does anybody play volleyball yet?
Volleyball is good.
Go ahead, stand up.
That's it?
We got a Bo Jackson or Deion Sanders here.
I play volleyball for Newark. I couldn't play this season because of ADP, so I'm focusing on soccer.
Excellent. Listen, I think Deion Sanders did 2 sports, right? I mean, listen, it can be done.
Bo Jackson.
Would you allow that, or you guys allow that?
As long as he can make it to my practices.
As long as he's there, right?
Sure, no
And
problem.
he's at the games and he's focused,
I
right?
don't
He
mind
can
it.
do whatever
Absolutely.
he wants, right?
Athleticism helps.
All right.
Actually, I'd like to add on to that one, actually. Because a big influence in my life was my father. And he told me, he says, go ahead, go play another sport. You can learn something else, a new skill playing another sport. He said, go play basketball. Go play basketball. I'm short. I was like, okay, you want me to play basketball? Okay. He goes, but I learned, okay, how to use my hands, how to cut, shift in this. Okay, I played baseball. And you learn how to judge a ball in the air a lot better. So you learn different skills by playing different sports.
Right.
I encourage it. But it comes to a point in life, at this age specifically, where you have to start choosing a sport.
Choose one. Yep,
Luckily,
definitely.
they chose the right one.
Me personally, I'd rather have them stick to one sport, soccer. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, we're getting close. I'm getting the signal here from the control room that we're about to wrap up. Any final words from you guys, coaches? Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to quickly discuss. I came in with a mindset of I wanted to mention the top 3 goals that we've had here in my time here at Adriatic, and we'll start with number 3. It was actually unfortunately in a loss in a final of a big tournament, a Virginian tournament, and I believe to this day that had we had maybe better officiating, things may have worked out a little bit differently. But it was Paul Lewis, number 10, our goal scorer right there. Guys, stand up. Paul Lewis.
Unfortunately, we're pressing for time, Coach.
All right,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's all
And
right.
number 2 was a regional final,
Okay.
a chip over the keeper from about 35 yards out.
Nice.
Vinny Kushenko.
Beautiful.
And my top goal that I remember was against DC United Academy in overtime. It was a chipped free kick into a Thomas DeChico goal.
Good job.
Beautiful. To end the game.
Tommy's on the IR right now, right?
Yeah, right now he is.
He's got
He's
that injury.
unfortunately.
Hopefully, get back soon, Tommy.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you very much for coming on, and I just want to say you guys are welcome anytime. All right.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks again to Vin. All right. We've been watching Staten Island Soccer Report. Thank you.
You can see my hand. Can't even see my hand over there. It's all right. I was on the camera.
Fine.